Hi friends, I'm Gopal Chandrisha and I welcome you to my YouTube channel Easy English Tutorial. Today I have brought Modal Verbs Part 2nd. I have already uploaded Modal Verbs Part 1 and now it is Modal Verbs Part 2nd. So let us start Modal Verbs Part 2nd. In this part I am going to discuss with you the use of will, would, shall, should, ought to, must, dare not, and need not. So let's start with the use of will. Modal verbs part 2nd. Use of will. Will is used to express simple future time actions in the second and third persons. Second and third person means you, he, she, it and they. Here you is in second person, singular and plural both, and he, she, it are third person singular number and they is third person plural number. So will is used to express simple future actions. So will is used to express simple future time actions in the second and third persons. Examples are you will go to school, Lata will sing a song, the dog will bark, Renu will go, they will come, they will attend the meeting, he will come by car. This was the first use of will. The second use of will is to predict future time, to predict the future. Example is she will get a job very soon, you will become a doctor, he will help you, truth will win. Now the third use of will is used to express determination in the first person. That is when will is used with first person pronouns like I and we. Will expresses determination. Example, I will learn how to write correct English. We will leave no stone unturned. I will complete this work today. She will finish it in a week's time. So these actions, these sentences express determination. Now will is used to express a promise or intention in the first person with the first person subject pronouns. I will help you. Here will expresses promise or intention both. I will teach you grammar. We will do everything for you. My sons will not disappoint you. She will do it alone. They will harm you. So these actions here will expresses promise or intention. Next use of will is to make an order or command. Will is used to make an order or command. First example, you will water the plants twice a day. She will clean the house. So these are orders. Next use is will is used to make requests. Will you please give me a lift? Will you please drop me at the office? Will you have a cup of tea with me? Then next use number 7 is will is used to express the general truth. For example, man will die, time will not wait for you. So these are general truths. The next use of will is used to express possibility or probability. For example, you will need a bigger house. So this is possibility or probability. Now next example is he will pass the exam. This sentence also expresses possibility, but will expresses least possibility. May expresses maximum possibility. Might expresses less possibility than may. Then could expresses less possibility than might. Can expresses even less possibility than could, and will expresses least possibility. Actually, will expresses certainty. She will always he will pass the exam. This sentence expresses certainty. Now the next use of will is to express one's habit. Yeah, will expresses one's habit. For example, she will always watch TV. He will study till midnight. So these sentences express habit. Now the next use is use of would. Would is the past tense of will. So let us see. Would is used as the past tense of will in indirect speech. She said that she would always be kind to me. Here would has been used as the past tense of will. This sentence is in indirect speech. So would has been used, which is here the past tense of will. I knew that you would be there. This sentence is also in the indirect speech, and would has been used as the past tense of will. Next use of would is used to make a polite request. Would you lend me your car for one day? Would you get me a cup of coffee? Would you mind leaving me alone for some time? So these are polite requests which have been made with the help of would. Then would is used to make polite offers or invitations. When you want to make polite offers or invitations, use will. Would you have lunch with us today? This is also a kind of request. Okay. Would you have lunch with us today? Would you listen to me, please? I hope you would kindly give me some useful tips. So these are polite offers or invitations where would has been used. Next use of would is use number 4 is would is used to say that someone was not willing to do something. When someone is not willing to do something, when someone does not want to do something, there we use would. She would not be convinced. He would not listen to anybody. Here, someone is not ready to do something. Someone is not willing to do something. Next use of would is would used to state the action of something. Would used to state the reason of something. He worked hard so that he would get a job. The reason of hard work is that he wants to get a job. So he worked hard so that he would soon get a job. Then she came to me so that she came to me so that I would give her some money. Here I is missing. I should have been here. So I is the word that should be there. She came to me so that I would, yes. So she came to me so that I would give her some money. Then next use of would is used to express someone's wish. Someone's wish. Example is I wish you would soon get success. This sentence expresses someone's wish, so would has been used here. I wish that she would soon get a good job. The next use of would is to express conditions in the past. So would is used to express conditions in the past in conditional sentences. If I were you, I would help her. If she had been a princess, I would have married her. If she would go to Varanasi, she would see many saints. So these are conditional sentences in the past tense, and would has been used here to express the condition. Next use of would is used to express past habit, determination, and repeated action. So please, you must note down here that would is used to express past habit, determination, and repeated action. Example is when she was young, she would swim for hours. This is a past habit. Now, during summer vacations, I would often visit my grandparents' house. This is a repeated action. During summer vacations, I would often visit my grandparents' house. The next sentence is she would daily practice till midnight. So she would daily practice till midnight. This sentence expresses determination. So would is used to express past habit, determination, and repeated action. So when she was young, she would swim for hours. This sentence expresses past habit. During summer vacations, I would often visit my grandparents' house. This sentence expresses this sentence expresses repeated action, and she would daily practice till midnight. This sentence expresses determination. Now let us learn the use of shall. Use of shall. Shall is used to express simple futurity, that is future time action in the first person. First person means I and we. I shall go to office. We shall watch the show. So here with the first person pronouns I and we, shall has been used to express simple future actions, that is simple futurity. Next use is Shall is used to express command, threat, or promise in the second and third person. So, in second and third person, shall is used to express command, threat, or promise. Examples are: you shall do it today, one word more and you shall be fired, you shall get whatever you want. So, here shall has been used to express command, threat, or promise. You shall do it today. This is a command. One word more and you shall be fired. This is a threat. And you shall get whatever you want. This is a promise. Next use. Use number 3. Shall is used to make questions with I and we. This is very important. Shall I get a role in the play? So, shall we get one more cake? What shall we do tomorrow? Shall I sing? So, when you make questions with I and we as subjects, always use shall for making that question. Next is shall is used to talk about future or predict the future with I and we. Example is I shall stay with my friend for a week. We will win the World Cup. I shall build a house next year. So when we want to talk about or predict the future, we use I and we use shall. Then next use is shall is used with I and we for making offers, suggestions, or asking for an advice. So shall I open the gate for you? So making an offer. This sentence here shall has been used for making an offer. Shall I open the gate for you? Now, shall we discuss the problem today? So this is a piece of suggestion. So here in the second sentence, shall has been used to make suggestion. Now let us read the use of should. Should is a past tense of shall. So should is used number first number as the past tense of shall. We assured the captain that we should give our best in the field. Here should has been used as the past tense of shall. Now our captain told us that next day we should bat first if we won the toss. So here also in this sentence also should has been used as the past tense of shall. But this is an old use. Nowadays would is used everywhere. Should is not used to express the past tense of shall. Everywhere would is used to express the past tense. Should is used for another purpose, like for giving advice, making suggestions, etc. Next use of should. Should is used to show what is right and appropriate when criticizing someone. When we criticize someone, should is used to show what is right and appropriate. Example is you should speak politely, she should behave properly, you should not take everything lightly. Here should has been used to show what is right and appropriate. Next use is should is used to give advice or suggestions. You should write neatly. He should take he should take his lunch in time. So here his is the correct word. He should take his lunch in time. Then they should not waste their time. Here should has been used to give an advice or give a piece of advice or suggestion. Then next use of shall is. Shall is used with I and we to describe what someone would do if something else happened first. So if I were asked to sing in the party, I should not mind it. So here in this sentence, shall has been used with I to describe what someone would do if something else happened first. If I were asked to sing in the party, I should not mind it. If we were asked to resign, we would not mind it. We would resign. Next use of should is used to express duty, goodwill, desirability, or obligation, etc. Example is we should help the needy. This is our duty. You should fulfill the needs of your children. That is also duty. You should do it today. This is also this is desirability, or you can also call it an obligation. Next, shall is used to denote conditions. Conditions means shart. Example is should you want help, come to me. That is, if you want help, come to me. Should he disturbs me, I will punish him. It means if he disturbs me, I will punish him. Next sentence is we should revolt if we were forced to do that. Then should you come late again, I will dismiss you. Should you come late again means if you come late again, I will dismiss you. The next use of should is used to express modesty with I and we. I should like it. We should be thankful to you. We should like to watch this show. So here should has been used to show modesty with I and we as subjects. Then let us read the use of must. Must is used. Number one is to express necessity or inner compulsion. For example, I must do it today. You must report in time. So these sentences expresses necessity or inner compulsion. I must do it today. So this is an inner compulsion. Here, you must report in time. This is also a compulsion, inner compulsion. Or necessity. This is a necessity. I must do it today. This is an inner compulsion, and you must report in time. This is necessity. Then must is used to say that something was true. She must have worked hard. You must have. You must be tired. So these sentences express that something is true. Next use of must is used to suggest or recommend something. you must do this, she must watch the movie once. So here in these sentences must has been used to suggest to recommend something. Now let us see the use of ought to. Ought to is used ought to is used to say what is right thing to do. What is right to do. For example, she ought to obey her teachers. We ought to help the poor. Then next use of ought to is to express duty or obligation. They ought they ought to cooperate with us. Here to is missing. So to should have been here. So they ought they ought to cooperate with us. They ought to cooperate with us. This sentence has got deleted. So it does not matter, let it go. Let us move to the next question sentence. We ought to be proud of our customs. Now next use of ought to is used to express suggestion. Suggestion means advice. Example is she ought to write neatly, that is she should write neatly. Then you ought to love your countrymen, that is you should love your countrymen. Next use of ought next is use of dare and dare not. This is a semi modal. Let us see how it is used. Dare means to have the courage to do something and can behave either as a modal verb or as a main verb. Dare, dare not. Dare, dare not. As a modal verb, dare is used in negative and as a modal verb, dare is used in negative and interrogative sentences. So when dare is used in negative and interrogative sentences, it is used as a modal verb. And there it is followed by a bare infinitive. Bare infinitive means an infinitive without to. For example, you can see he dare not talk to me. Here dare has been followed by a bare infinitive talk. So here in this sentence dare has been used as a modal verb. She dared not speak a word before me. So here also dare has been used as as a modal verb. How dare you say this? Here also dare has been used as a modal verb. How dare you touch my things without my permission? Here also dare has been used as a modal verb. Dare as a main verb can be followed by a bare infinitive or a to infinitive. Dare as a main verb can be followed by a bare infinitive or a to infinitive. Example is, do you dare to tell me I have ever harmed you? So here in this sentence, dare can be followed by either tell or tell me. So tell is a bare infinitive or to tell is a to infinitive because to is expressed in it. So do you dare tell me I have ever harmed you, or do you dare to tell me I have ever harmed you? So in this sentence dare has been used as a main verb and it has been followed by a bare infinitive or a to infinitive. Next example is who dares to take my name, or who dares take my name. Both sentences are correct. Then he did not dare to stand before me, or he did not dare stand before me. Both sentences are correct. No one would have dared talk about it, or no one would have dared to talk about it. Then, but one thing is sure, that when dare is followed by an infinitive, to infinitive, that time it acts as a man verb. It does not act as a modal verb. A modal verb is only followed by a bare infinitive. So dare cannot be uh, so in in a sentence where dare is followed by a to infinitive, it it acts there as a man verb, not the modal verb. So this is very important to know. But in the prohibitions like don't you dare, it is always followed by a bare infinitive. So in the above examples we have seen that here dare is followed by bare infinitive and to infinitive both. So where dare is followed by a bare infinitive, it there acts like a modal verb, but where it is followed by a to infinitive, it acts there as a man verb, not a modal verb. So let us see, don't you dare interrupt me. So here dare has been followed by interrupt, a bare infinitive. Therefore, here dare is doing the work of a modal verb. Next example is don't you dare touch my things without permission. So here also dare acts as a modal verb. Don't you dare bunk your class. Don't you dare bunk your class. Here also dare works as a modal verb. So a modal verb is always followed by a bare infinitive. So the same case is there with need and did not. Need is also a semi-modal like dare. Let us see. Need is a semi-modal verb because in some ways it is like a modal verb and in other ways it is like a man verb. We use need mostly in the negative form to indicate that there is no obligation or necessity to do something. Example is you need not take off your shoes, she need not fear me, I need not worry at all. So here need has been used as a modal verb because it has been followed by bare infinitive, take off, fear, worry. Now the semi-modal need is most common in negative sentences. We use it to show that there is no obligation. We need not waste our time on these things. So here also need has been used as a modal verb. You need not worry at all. Here also need has been used as a modal verb. So need can behave either as a modal verb or as a man verb. So as a modal verb, need is most typically used in negative sentences or in affirmative sentences with a negative meaning. It expresses absence of obligation or necessity, and it is followed by a bare infinitive. So a modal is always followed by a bare infinitive. You need not fear about that. You need only study. I doubt whether I need help you. So here need has been used as a modal verb because here it has been followed by a bare infinitive. So whenever dare and need is followed, dare and need are followed by a bare infinitives, they act like modal verbs. But where they are followed by two infinitive, they act like main verbs. But here you need not fear about that. You need only study. I doubt whether I need help you. So here need has been used as a modal verb. So as a modal verb, need is most typically used in negative sentences or in affirmative sentences with a negative meaning. Now need as a modal verb also used in interrogative sentences. But this is but this use is much more formal. In interrogative sentences, need is used as a modal verb, but this use is very formal. Need you spend so much money on these things? Need you spend? So here it has been used as a modal verb because it is followed by a bare infinitive be spent. So need as a modal verb also used in interrogative sentences, but this use is much more formal. Need you spend so much money on these things? So here need has been used as a modal verb. Now need as a modal verb does not have a past tense. For need as a modal does not have a past tense form. Need not plus perfect bare infinitive have plus past participle, that is called need not plus perfect bare infinitive. However, is used for actions which were performed but were unnecessary. This pattern need not plus past participle. This pattern is used for actions which were performed but not necessary. We need not have bought this book. We did not have bought this book. This sentence means we bought this book but it was not necessary. So in this way we have studied modal part second also, and I have explained the use of modals. In the first video I explained the use of may, might, can, could, and in the second video I, I explained the use of will, would, shall, should, ought to, must, dare, dare not, and need not. These are the modals, and these are very important things. So the students are required to study them very attentively. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe and share. Thank you very much.